Assume that a procedure yields a binomial distribution with the trial repeated n times. Use the binomial probability formula to find the probability of x successes given the probability of p successes on a single trial. Okay, that's a mouthful, isn't it? We are not going to use the formula. We're either going to use the TI84, 83, or StatCrunch. I'm going to show you how to do this in StatCrunch. Okay, so to access StatCrunch, we don't have a data set here. Like before, we've had a little button we can click to pull the data into StatCrunch. We don't have that, so we actually just need to open StatCrunch. You can go to your My Stat Lab and click it there, but they have it in the question help. So I'll just access it there. Okay, so let's go to Stat Calculators, and this is a binomial. Okay, move it around so I can see everything. So we are going to put n at 7 and p is 0.25, and we want x to equal 5. And it even shades it in red here. I'm going to tell you, it doesn't get easier than this. The 8384 is easier to do by hand for sure. But especially when we start doing less than and greater than, the StatCrunch is definitely the way to go. So our probability, says round to 3 decimal points, is 0.0012. Okay, let me show you in the calculator how to do this. We're going to go to the binomial distribution. So we're going to go to second vars, which will access the distribution menu. And we're going to scroll down until you see binom PDF. There are actually two binomial distributions. The PDF is when you have an exact value. We want exactly 5 successes. If we wanted less than or greater than a number, you choose CDF. So binomial PDF. Now the syntax is n, comma p, comma x. So our n here is 7, comma p, which is 0.25, comma x, which is 5. And we get 0.011. Notice it's exactly the same thing we obtained with StatCrunch. Now some of you may be wondering where the Stat Wizard went. I removed it when showing an earlier example, so let me put the Stat Wizard back on. So to toggle your Stat Wizard, you're going to press Mode, and we're going to scroll down. And there it is. Right now it's off. I'm going to toggle it back to on. And there we go. Engage the binomial. PDF. There we go. So my number of trials is 7, p 0.25, and x is 5. Now notice what it does. It actually just pastes the line of code that I used to have to know if you had the TI83 or earlier versions of the 84. So some of you may still have this. That's fine. That's what I grew up on. You're going to be okay. Just write it down. Press enter, you're going to get the same thing, of course. So I hope that helps.